Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I am April Brum, and this is Graduation Invitations Made Simple. And if you've been hanging around very long on my page or anywhere else, you know that I like things simple. If it gets too complicated, I'm out. So we're not going to do anything that's too hard. I'm going to introduce to you, if you have never heard of SendOutCards whatsoever, I would please ask that you get back with the person that invited you to this, whether you're watching on the recording or whether you're here with us live today. Get back with that person. They will send you their link and you'll be able to open a free account. And that way you can send cards and gifts anytime you want to. It's kind of like a little happy factory on your phone. You just get to send a card and gift anytime you want to, and it's covered under your plan, or you can just pay as you go and there's no obligation to have anything like that. So that's an option. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we are talking graduation invitations. So as I said in the description of this webinar to begin with on Facebook Messenger, the very first thing that I'm going to do, so this webinar is about graduation invitations. It's making the assumption that you have a SendOutCards account and that you have sent a card. If you have not, get back with the person who showed you this and we will get you started, and then you can catch up and do it here like this. So anyway, I'm going to start off with, what are you looking for? This is a search bar right in the middle. Pretend like you're on the card aisle at Kroger or your grocery store and you see graduation, you see Easter, all these things. So you're going to graduation. Okay, just going to type it in. Here are all of the graduation, either in invitation, invite, whatever. Some of them still say class of 2021, but what you can do is click on, like this one says graduation. This one says congrats. This is your moment, that kind of thing. And then you can put the year on the inside if you want to. I am going to check with customer service and make sure that I'm not missing something and that there's a section in here somewhere. I was thinking I saw one that said 2022. Okay, 2022. So there's that one. That one says Happy New Year. Okay, so just make sure you're going through and finding what you need. All right, so I'm going to go back to graduation and do a simple graduation card. Okay, so this is something super simple that a lot of people can do very, very easily. You can pick up something like this. Oh snap, you did it. Because by golly, after the year that these graduates have had last year and this year was huge, giant dumpster fire. So I'm going to click customize. This is what you do first. I'm going to click a flat card because most of the graduation invitations are a flat card. And then I'm going to go to the editor. Right here is where you're able to, so you're going to go right here and you're simply going to grab a picture. Now, if I click this little camera, it's going to pull up all these pictures over here, okay? But let's say I want to upload a fresh photo. All right, so I'm going to go over here to my Google Photos. I'm going to click Explore. You may not know how to do this, so I'm showing you all my tricks here. I have named all the faces that are most common in my Google Photos. Did you know you could do that? And then when I'm looking for the graduation pictures or pictures of my kid, I simply click his face and all of his pictures pop up. So that's a really, really cool thing to be able to do. All right, so I'm going to go down here to where we got his pictures taken. So I'm going to click this picture here. And then I'm going to right click, save image as, and I'm going to download it. The reason why I didn't download it with the 3 dots at the top right is because this is a professional picture and it's probably coded. If you had a professional take your pictures, they won't upload into a card because they are coded so that they can't be used outside of the photographer's use. So you need to right click and save this image, and that way it will load into your cards properly. So there's another little something that I learned the hard way. All right, so I'm going to click this picture and I'm going to put it right here. There we go. On the back, you simply click on the pencil and then you can pick any font you want. We have tons and tons of new fonts in here. So I'm going to just do something fun for this one. Let's do Handley for this one. Okay. And so then you can do that. And I'm going to use black ink. All right. So David Brum, class of 2022, Union Grove High School. I don't know the exact date, but it's at the end of May. We're going to say May 20th, 2022. And then I'm pretty sure ours is at the Atlanta Motor Speedway again. So the other thing you could add to this was any details if you're having a party, if you're having a gathering, where they can send gifts to, the address they can send gifts to, anything that you need right here. And I'm going to show you what my son's invitation looked like last year because I have 2 boys that are back to back. So that helps as well. All right, so this is just the front and the back. Now, here's something really fun that you can make it look super custom without having to learn things all over again, right? So there is something with Google extensions called a color picker. I'm going to click over here on my extensions. If you can't see the right side of my screen, you might have to drag our heads out of the way. On the right side of my screen, there's something called Color Pick Eyedropper. This is a Chrome extension that you can download, okay? If I choose the Color Picker Eyedropper and I bring it over here, this burgundy color, I can click and then I can copy this number, Control C, copy this number, and then X out right there. Now I'm going to go back to the back of this and I'm going to actually change this background. More colors. There's the number, it's the hex code. Paste. And look, I just pasted it to make it that color burgundy. And now I can make my writing white. So the back of this card now matches his jacket perfectly. Not fun? Okay, so there's example number 1. All right, let's see. Looks like we have a chat. Oh, I know, Kathy Peterson told me that tip. All right, so now I'm going to get out of this. I've showed you how to do a very simple graduation card. Now we're going to go over to Canva, Canva.com, Canva. So Canva is a free graphics design website that basically lets you do absolutely anything you want to do and then some, okay? I have opened it up to the graduation invitation I created for my son last year, okay? So I'm simply going to change this and make it my son's for this year, all right? So same thing. Now I pulled this logo off of Google. I brought these little hats in, and remember the whole color picker trick? So you can do the color picker trick by pulling this burgundy and putting it on these hats, and then everything matches. And so you can use that same thing, okay? So we're gonna say David Elias Brum, and now all we have to do is go 2022. Sure is handy to have them back to back like this. All right, now I'm going to delete this picture and I'm going to put the picture of David behind it. So it says right click, set image as background, but look how dark it is. Oh no, we don't want it that dark. Okay, so click on the background. You might have to move our heads out of the way. At the top right, see this little gradient up here that says transparency? Click this. Aren't y'all glad this is being recorded? You can go back and watch it later. And make him a little lighter, just like John's was. Okay? Awesome. All right, so now the front of my card is done. Now I'm going to go down here. This is sort of just like a little collage. This is where I'm going to come in later and replace all of these pictures with David's pictures. It'll be a picture of his banner for lacrosse. It'll be, you know, I don't have a cap and gown picture yet, but it'll be all of these kinds of pictures, okay? And then on the back is class of, this one will say now class of 2026. It's going to have 2 pictures of David here, Bachelor of Science in Forestry. Could not have 2 polar opposite children imaginable. Now here, best wishes can be sent to David Brum, Whispering Pines Lane, McDonough, and then I'm going to go grab the logo from ABAC and I'm going to put it right here because he's going to ABAC in the fall. We do have a new family picture on the back. Thank you for helping us celebrate David's verse as he starts his next chapter, and then I'm going to get David's life verse from him. Okay. So then what you're going to do is go up here to download on the top right, and you're going to download all of these pages. It's 4 different pages. So I'm going to click download and it's bringing all those down. Okay, now we're headed back over to SendOutCards because now we're going to be able to click build your own, click a blank card, click customize, 2 panel card, because remember I made 4 different panels of this, and then click next. Now it's basically opening up a blank card, okay? So you see down here on the bottom left-hand side, there's a zip file. So it's opening up the zip file. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna extract, put all these, I'm gonna put these on in my downloads, copy to downloads. Let's see. Oh. All right, I need to rename them, hold on. Let's see, okay. Oh, it'll be fine. I've already got those other ones. All right, so I'm gonna copy it to downloads, replace the files. You probably won't have as many copies as I do of everything. So I'm gonna click the camera and then I'm gonna click upload a photo. And there's the first page. And then I'm going to go to the inside of this card. I love it. It's so surreal this is even here already. So I clicked the layout button, click camera, click upload a photo, and now here's number 2. Now this is not actually going to be my card, obviously, because I haven't replaced all the pictures with David yet. So there's that one. And then layout, camera, follow the same method for the others, okay? Ooh, we're doing good. We're only 13 minutes in. And then on the back page is where we've got our little thank you from the family. Okay. And there you go. So I'm going to click save and proceed to checkout. And then I'm going to show you something really cool because you guys are going to want to go ahead and start getting your list together. All right. So here we are on the checkout screen. Now, how in the world am I going to get this card into the mailboxes of hundreds of people who are our friends, family, relatives outside of, you know, even McDonough area and everybody that's been sending us graduation invitations, right? I'm going to click add recipients. Now, I've got 3,500 people in this database. I am not going to sit here and click all of the people that get a graduation invitation. I have already done that work and it's under view groups. See right here on the right-hand side, it says view groups. And now go down here to page 2. I've got a lot of groups and see where it says grad announcement. Click that square. See, I can click view members. And there's all the members and see how it says family. And so all of these people, when I click done, there they are, 53 recipients. And so then there's another list that I have that's people that are outside of just that first circle. Okay, so it's going to end up being 200 or 300. Every single one of these people will get this grad invite individually in an envelope. Let me stop the share for just a second. That looks like this. Okay, now here's something super cool. On these grad invites right here, I'm going to put from the parents of David Brum. The second line is going to say happy graduation 2022. And then it's going to have P.O. Box 846, and then it's going to have my address. Okay. So you can customize this return address for the graduation invitation, which is a super great thing to be able to do, because people will see it, go, oh my gosh, this is, and then it's going to say, their whole name and everything down there. Okay. So that's something really fun you can do with the return address on the envelopes. And you can change the return address at the checkout screen anytime you want to. So mine says April Brum, visit aprilbrum.com. Woohoo, you got an actual card to mail. But you can put anything you want to on there. So like my get well cards even say something different. My birthday cards say something different. So I always put a little note on the return address. Now, here's something extra cool. If you would rather stuff these invitations, put them in an envelope on your own, they will mail them to you just like Shutterfly will, except these are a lot less expensive. They will mail them to you in bulk, and you're going to get these envelopes that come with them with your bulk order. Let me show you how to order in bulk. Once you get here, you're going to see, here's the little toggle switch. You can go up and down. You can go as low as 10, and you can go as high as 400. And they are $1.25 a piece, and they will ship them to your house with the envelopes included. Okay, so some people like to stuff them themselves and address them themselves. I don't have good handwriting, and I do not want to address all of these invitations myself. If I could write like Lisa Troy, I probably would. But then again, here you are addressing 300 or 400 envelopes, and who's got time for that, right? So that is how I do that. All right. Now we are going to move on to the thank you note, because the dreaded thank you note. Let me just tell you, no senior in America wants to write hundreds of thank you notes, which means they probably won't get done. And most of the people that I know that are over 60 will tell you, I'm not mailing them another thing because they didn't send me a thank you note for the first thing, and I don't even know if they got it. So please teach your children how easy this is to send a thank you note. They can either click thank you and they can do a thank you note from here, or I'm going to show you the campaign. Campaign means a card that we saved, basically. That's all it means. I'm going to show you the thank you note that I created for John last year. And he was able to come in here and simply send this note to every single person with one click, because their address is already in the system. So he pulled this up. It says, wow, thank you. I truly appreciate you thinking of me and so generously celebrating my graduation. This is a picture of me and my dad when we toured Middle Georgia State University. I'm looking forward to flying soon. Thank you again, John Brum. That went out as an acknowledgement to everybody who sent this kid money and gifts, hundreds of them. So sometimes he would come in here and he would click send order, and then you can just do like this. Let's say you get 10 cards in one day. He can go to the checkout screen. He can click add recipients, and he can go find all of these people. Click, 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 click. And then you're click done. And then he would click go. And then the thank you notes were done, y'all. Everybody got a thank you note that thought of him during the graduation season. And it was just so fun and easy to do and very simple, and cost us way less than it would have if we had done it the old-fashioned way, which was order them and all the things. And this was a much more custom card that a lot of our relatives kept, because, you know, John was the first graduate of the grandchildren puddle that we all had at the same time. So, all right, excuse me. I hope that this has not completely blown your mind. I hope that it has been an enlightening 30 minutes or 20 minutes. Oh, we did good, 20 minutes. And so this gives you a taste of what the system is capable of doing. And it also lets you see what we can do for you and with you. I'm sure that the VA system is something that possibly you could even utilize for this. So I'm going to ask them about that as well. So I'm going to actually wrap up, and this will be posted and you can share this with your friends. Again, this is called SendOutCards. It is an 18-year-old company that sends cards and gifts from an app on your phone. If you've never heard of it, please get back with the person that showed you this, and they'll be happy to send you their magic link, and you'll be able to send your very first card on us. So have a great day. Happy graduation. Bye-bye.